super duper, there seems to become some kind of loop. Are you guys there? Let's see what the delay is like. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, super duper, there seems to become some kind of loop. Are you guys there? Let's see what the delay is like. Ooh, yeah,
2, 3,
stand by.
4.
Ooh, super duper, there seems to become some kind of, yeah. Seems to become hey, hey. What the holy? Let's see. So we can probably... Let me walk. That's just quiet.
You never know how long you have with someone until they're gone.
So getting a studio to greenlight it took more than a decade.
You said that there's a lot of pain that went into this. What was the most painful part?
Well, either you make the movie the right way or it's almost as good not to make it. When you have the whole world designed and you storyboard it and you have a great screenplay and you know what it could be.
Well, it's...
No, that's really hard. And then it gets harder when they say yes. Because now you have to deliver the whole thing.
No one knows, no one can tell.
And the whole thing has been called a stop-motion masterpiece. But getting here was almost insanely difficult. To create the smooth, human-like movements, the animators had to move the puppets a mind-bending 24 times for every second on film.
How much usable footage would you get each day?
Stop motion is like milking a mummified cow. You get like one drop after 2 hours of work. You know, you get a couple of seconds a day if you're lucky.
Of course, at only 2 seconds a day, it would take forever to make a feature film, so the filmmakers used more than one soundstage. A lot more.
How many?
60 stages, 60 cameras, 60 sets, shooting at the same time.
At the start of Del Toro's movie, Geppetto is the father of a living, breathing boy who dies tragically. One night, in a fit of drunken despair, Geppetto carves a wooden boy, and when he wakes up the next morning, he sees this. His Pinocchio looks more like Frankenstein than a cartoon character, but that detail, like all of Guillermo's creations, is by design. Growing up in Guadalajara, Mexico, young Guillermo loved monsters, filmmaking, and not much else.
You said that you identify with Pinocchio because he was other than, didn't feel like part of the group, and that you felt that way as a kid. How so?
Well, I was a boy growing up in Mexico, and everybody was very physical. Everybody was into sports. Everybody wanted to take walks in the forest, and I didn't. As you may evidently see, I'm not into sports even now, and I don't take walks in the forest. I will walk in a bookstore. But I was an introvert, and I was an observer. I always felt out of sorts with what everybody wanted me to be.
He eventually found his niche as a director whose creations could be scary, like the 2006 film Pan's Labyrinth,
¿Sois vos? ¿Habéis regresado? No os asustéis, os lo ruego.
and hauntingly sweet, like The Shape of Water, about a lonely janitor who falls in love with a humanoid amphibian. The film was weird, wonderful, and a winner.
Guillermo del Toro.
It won the Best Picture Oscar, and Del Toro took home Best Director.
Like Jimmy Cagney said once, my mother thanks you, my father thanks you, my brothers and sisters thank you, and I thank you.
But for Guillermo del Toro, Pinocchio has been a lifelong passion project, ever since his mother started giving him Pinocchio dolls as a child.
So if your mom gave you these Pinocchios over the years, how excited was she to see this movie come to fruition?
She was very excited, yeah.
It was not to be. Guadalupe Gomez passed away in October, just a month before the film's release.
In a way, it was painful, but in another way, I knew she was there. I knew she was there with us when we showed the movie for the first time.
You knew?
Yeah, I felt it. I felt it. I was walking down a corridor, and I was going to turn a corner, and I had the clarity she was going to be there. And I just had that certainty. She wasn't, but I felt it.
Safe to say, she'd be proud. The Academy may be knocking again. Pinocchio's been talked about as a candidate not just for Best Animated Feature, but for Best Picture.
I love it, I love it, I love it!
And according to Del Toro, that's not much of a stretch.
What is it?
It's harder in many ways than live action. I remember Ginger Rogers said, I do the same thing than Fred, but backwards in high heels. And that's stop motion. We're doing the same thing than live action, just backwards and in high heels.
And you could say the result is the same. A beautiful dance.
When you give yourself a moment to step back and look at this,
Yeah.
after all that's gone into it,
Yeah.
what are you feeling?
I go, my God, we were crazy. How the hell did I think we could do it? It's like you are 7 years old and you're playing with the most elaborate dollhouse in the world and you do it one frame at a time. It's beautiful and it's almost breathtaking.
Does it take your breath away?
Yes, that's why I'm wheezing.
Mucinex Night Shift fights your worst nighttime symptoms so you can get to sleep and wake up ready to go. How could you? Wake up to a new you. With Mucinex Night Shift, it's not cold and flu season. It's always comeback season.
This is Antonelli's Cheese Shop.
And we're the Antonellis.
Do good, eat good.
That's our mission.
We chose our Spark Cash Plus card from Capital One because it gives us unlimited 2% cash back on everything we buy.
And it has no preset spending limit, so our purchasing power adapts to our business needs. We use our 2% cash back to help cover our employees' healthcare costs.
And that's how we take care of our most valuable asset.
Our people. It may sound cheesy,
But we like it that way.
What's in your wallet?
Wondering what actually goes into your multivitamin? At New Chapter, it's innovation, organic ingredients, and fermentation.
Fermentation?
Yes, formulated to help your body really, truly absorb the natural goodness. New Chapter, wellness well done.
Face to face with Secretary of State Antony Blinken, plus the resilient U.S. economy. Holiday shopping surges despite inflation, and hiring remains strong. What's to come in the new year? Face the nation today on CBS.
We stand together. Whether we're fighting fire or we get thrown into one.
The Fire Country Fall Finale, Friday on CBS.
The Emmy Award-winning CBS Mornings, weekdays at 7 on CBS.
All right, this concludes yet another amazing test. Faded, moving master. Bam! There I am. There's your good buddy, Fierce of. That's what we ought to change it to. Fierce of nature. Fierce. All of those old Mortal Kombat voices and sounds. I just found a whole library of. Probably, I don't know, 1,200 sounds. Pretty awesome. That's a little better there. We were skating. -20. Wow. You guys are getting a nice solid -5. Super loud right in your cans. Well, all you wonderful childrens out there, in the voice and the word of Isaac Hayes, I'm going to go make some sweet love with the world and the ones you... Was that old one, they love the ones you with? We had Isaac Hayes way down there at the Van Wezel Performing Arts Hall in Sarasota, Florida, about 2001. And I was into this voicemail craze. I was having everybody and their brother do my voicemail. And he said these exact words: "Hey, Frank can't reach your phone call right now because he's out making the sweet love gravy. But if you leave him a message, he'll get you back to you as soon as he gets done." And that was the funniest thing for so long. Oh my God. It was on there for like 5 years. I still have the micro cassette. I got these all recorded on analog tape. Oh man. That's during one of the divorce separations, the Floyd stash vanished. So if anybody has any Pink Floyd stuff, send it on over and we'll catch you on the next episode. This is that Metal Happy Hour Power. I'm Force of Nature. See you guys. And this is a big shout out. PV5 string. Bass man. Tony Leclerc. Tony, you're a beast! And I like the new haircut. I'm thinking about cutting mine because I got a poodle on my head and it became like a Brillo pad about 10 years ago. It went from being cute to not cute anymore! Hey, you there, goddamn faggot along here, hippie boy! You're gonna go shibba-dibba-dibba! Shibba-dibba! All right, they're gonna stop and meet. Yeah, we gotta get the Kawasaki joke is still my favorite. Suzuki. That stuff is fast. Dude, my vans have always been fast. Even at that's why they used to put the big wheels in the back, keep the front end lower, and lift off the ground. Engine and all, I've got a Dodge Ram van on the correct incline to lift off the ground. It's horrifying because it really digs in and it wants to flip over. You just take your foot off the gas. So as soon as you feel the front end lift off the ground, if you have any survival instinct, you just stop and probably hit the brakes. What hell is that in Hollywood? It's Alvarado. There's some of these drop-ins. They're like a mile long. They look short. You get on a skateboard, you're like, this is gonna be fine. I'm a professional skateboarder. I vert ramp. You get on the hill, you're up there, you're like, well, maybe I shouldn't. You're already up there, so now you're like, well, I'm not a wuss. And you see it, it's like way back here, and the road's way here. And it has this arc to it, this like velocity curve. What road? I gotta look it up on the map now. Let's see if we can find that. I don't want to lose that. That's here. Let's see if we can give you guys the checka. Is it looping indefinitely? All right. Well, we'll take one of these. We'll take that. And Jesus. LA maps. Downtown. LA maps. Man, we used to rock this with the Thomas Guide. The friggin' Thomas Guide. I mean, you open a bay. North, south, east, west. What way am I facing? North, south, east, west. Let's just pick 1 and 1. Sun's over there. Okay, usually it's over. And you could just be lost. Oh man, there you go. It's gonna take me a half an hour to find this location. Nope, I've got a Cessna in the air. Oh yeah, there's no way. So where's Alvarado? Alvarado. That's for you, Mr. Carlos. Wow, West Fort. I'm being blasted. Oh man, there's so many hills over there. It could be any of those because it's in between Chinatown and the Civic Center. Oh, Walt Disney Concert Hall there. Nice. But this hill, I mean, you can be a pro skater if there was a car coming or a bus. The bus driver probably would have been like, get the gas a little, hit the brakes, okay, produce a wall. I mean, you'd hit the bus at 45, 55 miles an hour. I mean, 50 is already 28 miles past terminal. What is terminal velocity? 32 feet per second. So if you're traveling 55 miles per hour, you're easily covering 30 feet per second. Ah! That was not on video. I don't know how I lived that day. I hadn't even skated that hardcore in a while, and God, that hill was gigantic. See if we can give you the fuzz. Dude, look at it. Not even full screening. I clicked it 87 times. 87. Jesus Christ. How in your organized religion? How dare you find a Get out of here. Get rid of that crap. Jesus. F11. There you go. Now I think we're an impersonal personal. God, I haven't been down here for a minute. Alright, so we'll be over here. Yeah, this side MacArthur Park. Jeez Louise, up on the hill. Ooh. I don't know. Well, Filipino town. Angelino Heights. Whoa, man. Dodger Stadium. Look at that thing. It looks evil. All right, y'all. Freak of nature. We're going to be catching you guys on the next episode. All right, you doing good and hippies. Dodger Stadium. Look at that thing. It looks evil. Wow. All right, y'all. Freak of nature. We're going to be catching you guys on the next episode. All right, you doing good and hippies. Oh my gosh, that is actually hysterical. Dodger Stadium, though, without cars, that's infeasible. And the sun is hurt. Whoa! Oh, but no matter what it is, you think you could just, well, Luma wipe. We've emerged from Dodger Stadium. See if we can get it. No, yes, no. Nothing. Boom. Fade to black. Bring it back. All right, childrens. Be sure to stay in school. Like and subscribe. Find something awesome to do outside. We've got tons of yard work to do. It's gonna be fucking awesome. I'll see you guys on the beach later. You know who you are. They're gonna drop me out of a helicopter right into your boat. Probably make a hole like a frickin' Acme cartoon. That should be one of my titles, is like a part-time Acme anvil tester. I think my mom said that once. You could break an anvil. I realize how bad that is at the time. You're like, you have like a hunk of metal, and they're like, well, he's at least building shit out of it. Maybe just making smaller pieces of metal. I don't know if that counts as building anything, but get out there and break an anvil. We'll catch you on the next test stream. This has been a test of the Universal Multiverse Public Broadcast System. If you have any kind of audio, feel free to contribute, because we are, like I said, well, you know what it is. Whoa.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
What was it?
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4. It's called immediate copyright strike. You like them graphics? THEM. They actually is the programmer. Capital T, reverse H. It's a backward H. Capital H when it's backwards. It's still an H. Then a 3. And then a little M. Them. This is my favorite. Now we're soaring through space and time. Are you ready for an adventure of the mind, body, and loopy graphics? Loopy loop. I could sit down and do this. I've been doing I have one of those treadmill desks. It's called Legs. I always love it. You could just actually stand at your desk and clickety-clack. Clickety-clack, look, Marriott Alley Lane. So it's Sunday. This is going to be your new religious experience. When you need to find something that Bishop Sheen would say, he would say, go outside and try to break an anvil, forging metal, doing things for others, doing things with others, and doing things around others for the greater good of others. And togetherness. And, well, Yamaha speakers sounding beautiful with kitty cat fur inside of their hoofers. Cat fur inside a hoofer sounds like a personal problem. Good night, Gracie. Say good night, Gracie.